Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today I'm going to tell you guys the 6 games I'm looking forward to the most come this holiday season. Allow me to explain. As some of you guys may not know, I am a huge video game fan. I love video games, and I've been getting back into them in the past year or so. Due to college, I haven't been able to be as hardcore of a gamer as I used to be, but I'm starting to get back into it, and I've been playing tons. And with this holiday season coming up, there are a lot of games I want to get. However, due to this, I've had to cut down my list of all the games I wanted to get down to 6. So I'm going to give you guys today the 6 games I'm looking forward to the most come this holiday season, give you guys a brief description of the game and what I expect from it, and it'll be like a countdown. So I'll start with the game that I'm looking forward to the least and work all the way up to the one I'm looking forward to the most. Mind you, I believe one of these games are actually coming out in January, but I'll let it slide. The games that I pre-ordered, so with that said, let's start things off with number 6. BioShock Infinite, or BioShock number 3, or whatever you want to call it. I think this is a game that's actually coming out in January. I could be wrong. But I just played BioShock 1 and 2. I played them this past month. And I really liked BioShock 1. BioShock 2 I liked also. I know a lot of people complained about it. I think my biggest problem with it is it was a lot of the same thing. But I still like the story. I still like the concept. I liked BioShock a lot. The series is really fun. And I'm not really a big fan of first-person shooters, but that's one of the few first-person shooters that I really enjoyed in these past few years. So when I heard they were doing a new one in a new universe based off colonial America, I was excited. So I am looking forward to BioShock 3 or Infinite, or it's Infinite, right? Things I expect from this, I really hope that they mix things up, because the problem with BioShock 2, and the only big problem I had with it, is it's a lot of the same thing. I mean, besides the dual wielding, it's really not that much different. So they really need to mix things up here. I'm also expecting a good story, because BioShock 1 had a good story and BioShock 2 had a good story. So I'm expecting a good story from this. We'll just have to wait and see. Coming in at number 5 would be WWE 12. Uh, some of you guys may or might not know, I'm a huge wrestling fan. I've really been hating what wrestling became in the recent years, but I'm a fan of the 90s, and I've been watching wrestling ever since, no matter how good or bad it is. And I love wrestling games. I love the fact that you don't have to be a wrestling fan to enjoy them. All my friends, none of them enjoy wrestling, but they play the games because they love them. They can create themselves, they can create characters. My friend Doug, who has his channel, he creates like 7 characters on my game that are characters that were in his novel. So I like WWE games. I'm looking forward to this game. I pre-ordered this specifically because if you pre-order it, you get The Rock. And I could care less about any other unlockable characters. It doesn't matter. I could care less if I have just The Rock in the game. That's all that matters to me, because The Rock is the jabroni beating, loud pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, best there is, best there was, best you'll ever see. You better watch out, John Cena, because he's gonna kick you in the ass. People's champion. I love The Rock. So I'm excited for the game. I heard they changed up the mechanics and they're kind of going a little old school to No Mercy, which in my opinion was the best pound for pound wrestling game. Love No Mercy. One person I work with still plays No Mercy to this day. Constantly updating the roster, and if you've seen his CAWs, they're really good. But I'm looking forward to WWE 12. 2011, 2010 were impressive. The games beforehand, though, I mean, I liked the WrestleMania 2000. No Mercy was obviously great. I liked WrestleMania 19, and Day of Reckoning series was okay. But everything in between, like Day of Reckoning and WWE 2010, really wasn't that great. So 2010, 2011, I liked. Let's see if WWE 12 will be good. Coming in at number 3 is Skyrim. I just started playing BioShock, not BioShock, wow, Oblivion. I just played Oblivion over the summer. I didn't get to play it all the way through. I mean, I did the main quest, but we all know that if you play anything by Bethesda, you have to, like, the only way to say that you played the whole game is play everything, and I never got a chance to because I just moved on to my next game. And Oblivion was good. I heard Morrowind was better, and I'm trying to get my hands on the Game of the Year edition of Morrowind so I can play that. But I enjoyed Oblivion. I thought it was fun. There was a lot of things that they need to fix in it, and I think they're going to do that with Skyrim. And I'm looking forward to Skyrim because it's going to be a breath of fresh air. I probably won't get that much long to play it because in 9 days later, another game comes out that I want to play more. But I am looking forward to Skyrim. What I expect from it is, and I really didn't go too much in that for WWE, but what I expect from it is, obviously the graphics look good. I expect it to streamline how you level because I really didn't care how you leveled in BioShock. I keep on mixing that up. Oblivion. It's because there are two B's. There's a B. The B. It's always a B. Fun little fact. Whenever I write or print, I always capitalize my B's. I don't know why. But Oblivion, I really didn't care how you leveled in that. And I hope that they balance out the genders and the races a bit because females weren't quite as good in Oblivion as males. And, high elves were a little bit better. And, certain classes, certain races and genders were better than the other ones. But I do look forward to a lot from this. Content is another thing. I want a lot of content. Lots and lots of content. Coming in at number 3 on my top 6 would be Batman Arkham City. Arkham Asylum was a surprisingly, refreshingly good game. Usually video games based off comic books aren't really that good, especially coming from DC. One thing I will give Marvel is their video games are a lot better than DC's. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the Marvel fighting games with Capcom, not the new one, but in general. The Spider-Man games were pretty good. The Hulk game was okay. The X-Men games were okay, like the X-Men Legends. But DC hasn't really pulled out that many good games. But Batman Arkham Asylum was fantastic. I'm looking forward to Arkham City because they're going to take. I hope that they take what was good about Arkham Asylum and expand on it. Tweak the detective mode because that was kind of cheap. Make it so that you can't use that all the time. I look forward to the new cast characters: Hugo Strange, Catwoman, Robin. Let's see, Riddler actually showing up. Two-Face. Did I say Two-Face? Oh well, Mr. Freeze. So I like the fact that they're expanding the cast of characters a bit. Talia al Ghul's going to be in it, so I'm looking forward to that. So Batman Arkham Asylum, that there's really not too much expectation-wise I can say other than the fact that I hope they do well. I hope it isn't just building off the fame of the first game and going with it. I hope they actually change things up and make it fun. And make it challenging too. Make it challenging. Number 2 on the list of games I want to get is Ass Creed Rev. Assassin's Creed Revelation. I call it Ass Creed. But Assassin's Creed, the Assassin's Creed series has quickly become one of my favorite video game series. Dynamic storytelling, dynamic dialogue, dynamic characters, dynamic gameplay. It really hasn't missed a beat. And the great thing about the series is you don't have to stay with one character in one time period. You can move throughout the time period. Although we've been in the Renaissance and Italy and such for a good time with Ezio, it's okay because Ezio is awesome. I like Ezio. I have my Ezio figure right there next to Altair, or Altair. Altair is a D&D character that we had. But, not me, someone else. But, what they really need to do is they really need to change things up, add a little bit to it, because the Assassin's Creed games have been pretty much the same. What I really want to see is I want to see a little bit more in-depth with a little bit more challenging fighting, because the combat isn't really that hard in Assassin's Creed. Getting away from people can be a bitch, but if you know the counter button, you basically get an insta-kill on everyone. So I hope that they do that, kind of make the combat a little bit harder, and I also want them to give us new gadgets. I know they have that hook Assassin's Blade, which you can zipline on, but I want more assassin weapons. And most importantly is I want resolution to Ezio's story, because he's had a good story, but I want this to be the last one. I love Ezio, and that's why I want this to be the last one. I don't want them to keep on draining the blood out of this character. I want this to be it, and then to move on to a new assassin. Maybe do something in the American Revolution, or maybe do something during World War II. Yes, those are my expectations. I'm really looking for Ass Creed, though, or Assassin's Creed. I call it Ass Creed. It just works better that way. But, yeah, Assassin's Creed Revelations number 2. And the number 1 game I'm looking forward to the most is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. My life will stop for this game. I don't know if I ever told you guys this story, but when I first started dating my girlfriend, it was in about 2006, and that's when Twilight Princess was coming out. And I told her we started dating in September, and it came out in November, December. I got it for the GameCube, so I got it a little bit later than other people. And I told her, I don't think you understand. We first started dating. I don't think you understand, but Zelda's coming out, so I won't see you for about a week or so. And she's like, oh, okay. I think I'm joking. And then she calls up. She's like, hey, babe, do you want to hang out? I'm like, can't, Zelda. She says like, I didn't think you were serious. So every Zelda game since, I like when Spirit Tracks came out or Phantom Hourglass, I'd be like, new Zelda game's coming out this week, and she said, okay, I'll see you next week. So, funny thing, so she knows what to expect from Zelda. But Zelda Skyward Sword, this is the game I'm looking forward to the most, and probably the game I've been looking forward to the most in the longest time. Because I said this before, and I'll say this again. About Zelda, Ocarina of Time is my favorite Zelda game. It's not my favorite. I don't think it's the best because it's my favorite. It's my favorite because it's the best. And I'm always looking forward to Zelda games being better than Ocarina of Time. There's been a lot of good Zelda games. Wind Waker was fantastic. Majora's Mask was a great compliment to Ocarina of Time, but none of them actually made as much of an impact on Ocarina of Time. They may have taken the formula and added more to it, but they really didn't mix things up. It's kind of like Pokemon. Pokemon adds stuff to its game, but it's really not much different from when it was in Red and Blue and Yellow. It's pretty much the same game, same gameplay, so they need to mix things up. And I think Skyward Sword is going to be the game that does that. That's a bold statement to say, knock on wood, that hopefully it does work, is that I think Skyward Sword, with its gameplay, will hopefully be that game that knocks out Ocarina of Time. And really step up the bar for Zelda. The one-to-one sword play looks great. I think it adds a level of challenge to Zelda games that was lacking since Majora's Mask and Wind Waker. The fact that you actually have to get through opponents' guards and work your way through that is great. The puzzles you can do with that is great. I like the fact that they're going back and telling the original story of the first Link. I like the fact that they're streamlining it and focusing more on gameplay and dungeon to dungeon stuff and making it kind of almost like the old series where you can go anywhere at first. It's not like I have to go to the water temple before I go to the spirit temple, and then I have to go to the fire temple before I go to the ice temple or the forest temple or whatever. It's you choose where you go. I'm so excited for this game, and I'm so pumped for this game that I actually got the bundle pack where you get, for $69.99, $20 more, you get the 25th anniversary CD, which has the music on there, Zelda Skyward Sword, the game, the special edition, and you also get a golden Wii remote with the Zelda crest on it, the Hylian crest. And I think this is a good deal because Wii remotes go for like, what is it, $39.99? So for $20 more, I'm getting something that would probably go for a value of $100 and something because if you think about it, you got the game, which is $49.99. You got the CD, which would range between $13 to $20 if it was alone, and then you got the Wii remote that would range for about $40. So right there, that is probably close to breaking $100. Instead, I'm paying $70 and I'm getting a fresh new Wii remote, which is what I need. And I'm also getting the 25th anniversary music and Skyward Sword. So I'm pumped for this game. I'm looking forward. I'm psyched. This game is going to be great. Like I said, I'm always looking forward to Zelda being better, to create things better. I think this game is going to do it. And I'm just so pumped for it. So that is my list of my games that I'm looking forward to the most. There's a lot of games I wish I could pre-order, but I only have so much money. So I gotta save my money. I mean, I'm gonna be graduating school and finally getting done with college. I'm gonna be graduating it in December, so I gotta save up money for other shit too. But those are the games I'm looking forward to the most. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Do you like my picks? And also, what kind of picks would you choose? What games are you looking forward to the most if you're a gamer? What systems are you looking forward to the most? Are you looking forward to handheld games? Are you looking forward to PS games, Xbox, Nintendo? What games are you looking forward to the most? And give me a list so you can video respond. I'm really curious. I like to hear your feedback and I like to hear your opinions. So with that said, I'm going to end this video here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.